I'm on a mission to find the best EA. In some of my recent videos, I compared EAs that are under $100 and others that are under $500. Some of the results surprised me, and they may surprise you too. Today, I'm putting 3 of the top EAs from the previous videos into a single account to see which performs best under the exact same conditions. And I'll leave a link to the real-time track record so that you can keep an eye on the results whenever you want to. Let's get started. So what you can see on my screen at the moment is the track record for the account that I recorded the video about for the EAs under $500. And you can see that overall the account is performing pretty well. It's been on for, so a quick look, 37 days, and it's done about 25%, so very impressive. And while that is very impressive, what we actually want to look at is the individual performance of the EAs. For that, we're going to go to the stats, and then we're going to click on the strategy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange these by profit factor. Now, a lot of times what we might do is arrange it by the net profit, which will be this order here. You can see that the EA ending in 3002 is the most profitable. However, what I want to see for the purpose of this next account is which has the highest profit factor. For that, I'm going to arrange it by profit factor. And what we can see is that this EA that ends in 031 has the highest profit factor of 4.78, which is very impressive. Right, this EA is the dark algo that's on the account, and I know that. Right, the next one that we have is the Infinity Trader. Now, the Infinity Trader did in fact win the competition before, but subsequently what has happened is that there's a lot of volatility in the market, and because this is a grid and it's slightly more aggressive, it has caused a little bit of an equity drawdown, not a balanced drawdown. So while there is this much volatility in the market at the moment with all the news and everything that's going on in the world, I would prefer to trade an EA that isn't quite as susceptible to the volatility. And this one does, as I say, already have the highest profit factor. The next one on the list we have is this one here. Now, this is one of the gold trading robots from the Top 10 Robots app. It does have a very good profit factor. However, it's only executed 3 trades, and that's just not enough to really know how good it's going to be in the long term. And then what we can see is beyond that, we have these 2 strategies here, the one that ends in 0002 and 0001. And these are both strategies from the Forex Gold Investor, the first strategy and the second strategy. Both of these have got profit factors that are over 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select 2 EAs from this account, and that's going to be the Dark Algo and the Forex Gold Investor. Now let's look at the track record from another account, and this is the account where I'm running the Dark Gold and the Dark Titan. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to the stats. We're going to look at the individual strategies, and what we can do is let's arrange this by net profit again. What you can see is that there's only 2 in here, as I said, the Dark Gold and the Dark Titan, but the EA on the top has a much higher profit factor. It also has a higher net profit and a higher count of trade. So this is definitely the EA that is performing better based on the current settings that I have it on. And this is the Dark Gold. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to select the Dark Gold, the Dark Algo, and the Forex Gold Investor. And those are the 3 that we are going to place on a new account. Now, we are going to be trading 2 gold robots in this account, although they behave very differently, but we are going to be trading 2 gold EAs. And when you are trading gold EAs, it is absolutely crucial to select a broker that has very good conditions for gold. The broker I have selected for this test is going to be Blackpool. Now, as I said, over and above their very good trading conditions, which I'll show you in a second, the single most important thing that we look for in a trading broker is the regulation. Blackpool is very well regulated. There's lots of deposit options. There's several withdrawal options. I've never had an issue when I request a withdrawal. It's super easy to do it internally, and they always pay out. I've never ever had a problem. Okay, now before we actually go to the platform, I want to just show you a little bit more about the EAs. And right, let's start with the dark EAs, and let's start with the dark gold. Now, the dark gold is priced exceptionally well. It is $99, and that's for 5 flexible licenses. So what that means is that you're essentially paying $20 a license. So you can have this on 5 accounts. It can be MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. You can have live or demo accounts. The choice is yours. And for only $50 more, you can have 10 licenses. So in my opinion, just based on the results that I've had, incredible value for money. The dark algo is more expensive. You'll see that the dark algo is priced at $399 for 5 licenses and $599 for 10 licenses. But again, just based on the results that I've had with the dark algo, it's really very, very much worth it. These are EAs that I'm a big fan of, and I really do think that these are priced exceptionally well for what you're getting. Lastly, let's just have a quick look at the Forex Gold Investor, and what you can see is that if you go to their website, and incidentally, I'll leave links to all of this down below in the description. But if you go to the Forex Gold Investor website, you can see that there's a huge amount of information here. There are videos that you can watch. There are certified track records that you can look at. And currently, the EA is on sale, and it is $197 if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, here it is, $197, and it's actually got a 60-day money-back guarantee. So you can try it for 2 months. If you don't like it, you can request a refund. But it has performed very well for me. And again, it's absolutely crucial to make sure that you are trading any of these robots with the right broker, because the broker's trading conditions can really be the difference between having a profitable account and having an unprofitable account using the same EA with the same settings. So it's really, really important that you trade with the right broker. Okay, speaking of, let's go to our trading platform. For that, I'm going to open the VPS. What you'll see is that this is a demo account that I have already opened, and I have placed the Dark Algo, the Dark Gold, and the Forex Gold Investor into the experts folder. So we are ready to go. I have opened the charts already. So we've got the Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, and we've got 2 gold charts, one on H1 and one on M15. Before we do anything else, just confirm that Algo trading is enabled. It's crucial to enable Algo trading before you place your robots onto the chart. And let's get started. So the first one we're going to place is the Dark Algo, and that's going to be the Aussie CAD. We're going to place that on there. We're going to go to the inputs, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the set file. So this is the set file that I have used in my demo accounts, and I found it through a lot of backtesting. So let's click on load. There's my set file folder, and the Dark Algo is this one here. Open that, click on OK. Okay, that's attached to the chart. Okay, let's do the Dark Gold next. Drag it onto the chart, click on inputs, load my set file. This is it here. Click on OK. Okay, and lastly, the Forex Gold Investor. Now with the Forex Gold Investor, we are using default settings. I've had that question quite a lot in the comments. What are the settings that we're using? Can we show our set file? So we are using the default set file. The only thing we do change, and I'll show you that in a second if we go to the inputs, is we put it on auto money management. So let's just find the auto MM setting, which is right here, auto MM. So I'm going to put it on 1% for this account. That's going to be for the first strategy, and I'm going to do the same for the second strategy. And we're going to just click on OK, and there it's attached. So we're currently testing some new and very promising EAs at the Academy. And if you want to see which are worth your time without actually having to test them all yourself, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. It will save you so much time and quite possibly money too. Now, although this is a competition and I do want to see which of these 3 performs best, it's also important to note that if all 3 of them perform relatively well in the account and they're all profitable, I might just keep all 3 of them in the account. It doesn't mean just because it's a competition that I want to find the number 1 that's best. We test a lot of EAs and we test a lot of combinations of EAs, and what we do find is that sometimes by putting several different EAs, even if it's on the same asset, we actually have much better results than just putting one on. So it's quite important to, number 1, diversify, but also to run a more balanced portfolio. And that's one of the goals here. I want to obviously see which one is best, but I also want to see how all 3 of them perform together in an account. So based on the results that I see here, I'm going to decide what my next step is in terms of keeping them on this or potentially putting 1 or 2 or all of them onto a different platform. Okay, and there we have it. 3 of my favorite EAs in a single account. I'm really excited to see how this account performs and which EA comes out on top. Follow along using the link to the track record below, and if you want to do the same thing I did, I'll leave links to the robots and Blackpool too, including a discount code for the dark EAs. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll like this one too. As always, thanks for watching, trade safe, and I'll see you soon.